From number 1, where can you go? You can go to number 6 and you can go to number 8. So let us call these points as number 6, number 8. Okay. From 6, where can you go to? You can go to number 7 and you can go to number 7. From 6, you can go to number 7 as well as you can go to number
11, sir.
11, right? So from 6,
So from 7 you can go to 12, sir.
number 11, right? Fine. From 7, where you can go to number, you can go to number 2 and number
12.
6 and number 12. So we have to see 2 will be on this side or 2 will be on which side will be 2, that we have to see, because from 2 again you can come to number 9, right? You can go to number 9. So probably from some number 7. Okay, so this way it will happen. From 7 you can go to number 12, which is at one point, and number 6. So from 7 you have gone to 6 is one direction, 2 is one direction. So we don't know which side is 2 and which side is 12. We'll just keep it at going. From 12 you can go to 5 and 7. Now 5, so this will be, I think this will be 12, and from 12, and then this will be 2, right? And from 2 then you can go to am I getting it right or am I getting confused? Okay, let us see it. Okay, from number 8 we can go to number 3, and from number 3, okay, number 3 we can go to number 4 and 8. So okay, so this is not 2, so this must be where it has become. Okay, so from 3 you can go to number 4. Okay, from 4 you can go to okay. I think there is a slide. We'll come to the other numbers later. First we fix up all the numbers which are only having 1 1 1 2. 1 is going to 6 and 8, fine. 8 is going to 1 and 3, fine. 3 is going to 4 and 8. This much we fix it first. 6 and 7, 4 and 9 are complicated numbers. We'll see the other numbers here. Okay, from just as we say 1 3 6 8. Okay, 6 is this one. And 3 you can go to 4. Yeah, so okay. 6 1 8 3. 1 8 3 we have put it here. Similarly 1 8 3, the other way round will be 10 2 and 12 will be on one side. Okay, we'll see it. See, from 1 we could go to 6 and we could go to 8. From 8 we could only go to 1 and 3, right? And from 3 you could go to only 4 and 8. So there will be a 4 here. We'll put it number 4 here. Okay. Now we'll start on the other side. From number 10, let us look at it here. Number 10. Where all can you go to? From number 10, you can go to number 2. And no, 10 you cannot go to number 2. 10 you can go to number 5. And you can go to number 9, right? What am I? Number 10, let us take it. Number 10. From this, you can go to number 5. and you can go to number 9. Number 9. From 5, you can go to how many squares? You can go to number 10 and number 12. So 12 will come here. Okay. So 12 will come here. From 12, you can go to number 5, and as well as you can go to number 7. So number 7 will come. Okay. Fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there are 2 points that are remaining. Which are the 2 points remaining? Now we have got 1. Number 2 is remaining. Where is that number 2? Number 2 will be reached from 7 also, and it will be reached from 9 also. So number 2 is here. 7 and 9. And similarly, what is the other number remaining? Number now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
11.
9, 10, 12 is there. Number 11.
11.
Number 11 can be reached from number 4 as well as number 6. So from 4 and number 6. Okay. So this is the thing. And now from 6, you can also reach to 7. So this way, I think you have to just ulta it. And then from 4, you can reach to number 9. Right. So this way. So this is the thing. So, okay, I have to just, if I have to invert it, then I will send you the figure, what it will. But you can imagine as if you are flipping this. These are all threads, and you can always flip this. You can just flip this, right? So then what you will get it is, this is the way that the knights will move in one direction, and then you will be able to exchange the positions. You put just put them at the nodes wherever they are. Like 1, 2, 3, there are black knights, so you will have to put it 1 number, 2 number, and 3 number. You will have to put it as black. And 10, 11, 12, you put them on those and just count from them how much it will take to exchange it. Now it becomes very easy. Movement along these strings is very easy, because each movement is just 1 square. You will either go whichever direction option is there, you can just move it, and you will just get things. So you will find that you will be able to do it in 16 moves. Okay. So slightly complicated. This part is slightly complicated, but if you do it now, you will get a really great insight, and you will be able to fully this one. So the whole point is that what was the 9th movement? We tried it put it into a kind of string and made it into a different shape where it is very simple movement, and then you can just see how the coins move, and then you can looking complicated, huh? It is a bit complicated, but so instead of this, it is like, if I have to invert this, then 7 and 12 will become okay. So what I will tell you is this. So 7, number 7, and number 12, and number 9, and number 10. This way, if you do it, now it is very simple. From 6, it is going to 7, and from 4, it is going to 9. Now it is very okay. So now it is thing, and you can just put now wherever the positions of the current knights. There is a black knight here. Then there is a black knight at number 2. And there is a black knight at number 3. This is where currently the black knights exist. And where are the white knights? Number 10, number 11, and number 12. Okay, now you know this. Now it is very thing. You just see how many moves it will take for, instead of 1 white here and 2 whites here, instead of that there will be 2 whites here and 1 white here. How much time it will take, you can just calculate. with the moving of the thing. And only thing that you have to see is that any movement is possible, and every time one by one you can move from one point to another, as long as that point is vacant. That is the only thing that you have to take care, and otherwise you can simply count. Okay, you will find that in 16 moves you will be able to make this the reverse. Instead of 2 black and 1 white here, it will be 2 white and 1 black here, and instead of 2 white and 1 black here, it will be 2 blacks and 1 white here. That is all. You will be able to do it in 16 movements. I will leave that as a homework to you. You can just, because the movements are very simple, right? It is very simple. From here you can go to here, you will count it as 1. Or if you decide to here, go to count it. Best is, I suggest that you make this like a design on a paper, and actually use coins, very simple coins or buttons. You can use it, 2 colored buttons, and just move them and see. Because the movements are very simple now, you will not get complicated. But if you do it in the chess board, right, it will become very complicated. You will not be able to do it. But here you will be able to do it very easily now. Okay. So this is I mean, this again is a very, very important aspect of mathematics. Is remember, we were seeing some time back, last week or before that, we were seeing geometric solutions. We were drawing some line on Desmos, and where that line cuts the x-axis or the y-axis, it is like it was showing the geometric solution, and there was an algebraic solution. X plus 3 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to minus 3. So that was an algebraic solution and a geometric solution. So algebra and geometry are also isomorphic. Means what you can do in algebra, you can do it in geometry also. What you can do in geometry, you can do it in algebra also. But there are 2 different methods of doing it. Sometimes doing it in geometry is easier. Sometimes doing it in algebra is easier. But remember that there are key insight. What I want to give is that there are multiple ways of looking at the same problem. And some ways it is much easier to solve. Some ways it is more difficult. But we should be on the lookout. We should be able to see whether we can change a problem from one view. You can look at it from another view. And does it become simple? If it becomes simple, then why not, right? So that is with that I will end this. But just try this: 2 hexagons attached to each other, right? Attached to each other, and these coins. Just try movement and see, like this. This is the original position, and then what will be the final position? You know, you have to exchange it. How many movements it will be required? Just check it out. Okay. All right. With that, I'm going to end the class for today. Any questions?